Aloha YouTube. How are all you investors doing? My name is David Yansen. Welcome to my channel. I am in the process of setting up Public app, which is a stock investors app. Somebody in the comments wanted a review on this app, so I'm signing up. I entered my phone number and put in some of my public information, no pun intended, or my private information, I guess I should say, so it's not really a pun. But so now it's asking for a username, so I'm putting that in there. Then my email address. I'm going to continue to set this up, and then I'll come back in just a minute. I'm going to pause for just a minute, but while I'm doing this, feel free to subscribe. Also share the channel with your family and friends, and like the video if you find it informative. Mahalo. I'll be back in just a minute. Aloha. I am back. Okay, so it had me put in a profile picture, so I just grabbed one of me at the beach a couple weeks ago. Just threw that inside there, and I got to tell you, the app, the initial setup is really kind of slow. They have you enter your phone number because it's an app, so they're probably more interested in, keeping an easy login for you. And then you put in your name, put in your email. It hasn't asked me any personal information. I thought it was going to go straight into creating a brokerage account with your address and stuff like that, but it hasn't asked me any of that now. It did ask me for a profile picture, so I just threw one inside there. And then when I clicked on the next screen, it's automatically saying claim a free slice of a stock, pick a company you'd like to own, and we'll give you up to $5 of free stock. So SoFi Invest does the same thing. When I signed up with SoFi Invest, they gave me $5. You didn't pick the slice that you wanted. You chose, they gave it to you. So it was like a random thing. So they gave me the S&P 500 exchange traded fund from Vanguard, VOO. Which I still put about $10 a month into it, and so because I already have a S&P 500 in my M1 Finance. So most of these companies I own already. I'm not familiar with this logo right here, but in M1 Finance I own Microsoft, I own Johnson & Johnson, I own Apple, and I own JP Morgan. In my Robinhood portfolio, I own Amazon and I own Facebook. So I am planning to add Visa to my M1 Finance portfolio. So I'm not going to choose them for the free slice. I do like to keep things as, organized as possible and separated to a certain degree. So I'm going to choose Google for the $5. I did have a little bit of Google when I first started investing in June. Maybe it was July. I think I put them into my M1 Finance individual account, not my Roth IRA, but my individual account. By the way, I have videos on my M1 Finance and Robinhood. And then if you want to see the review, or not review, but just kind of a highlight of the app Do Finance, which is another brokerage that you can use if you want. And they give you an actual free stock when you sign up. Same thing with Webull and Robinhood. You get a free stock, a full share of a free stock when you sign up. You're not just getting a piece of it. But I think Public, because of their zero commissions and they are trying to push fractional shares, they're just going to give you $5 worth of Alphabet. So I'll probably just let it grow. Maybe I'll put in another 25 or 50 bucks into it just to kind of make it seem respectable or whatever. But if you've seen my other videos, M1 Finance is where my Roth IRA is. I have an individual account with them. So, but let's go ahead and hit continue here now. Up to $5. Google Alphabet. Set up investing account to redeem free stock in Alphabet. To open your investing account, we're required by law to ask a few questions. It shouldn't take more than 2 minutes. Okay, so right from the get-go, instead of going with from the beginning, getting all the logistics out of the way, they just automatically said, look, you're here. I'm giving you $5. Choose the company that you want, which I think is kind of nice that they let you choose instead of it just kind of being a random thing. And because they're only giving you a small fraction, or a slice is what they call it, of the company, they can let you choose because it doesn't matter what the expense is. If they were giving you a full share, then they wouldn't let you choose Amazon or Tesla or some of the other big ones out there that are trading at over $1,000, $3,000. Amazon is what they're trading now. Google is trading over $1,500, I believe, last time I saw them. So I'm going to pause it here, put in all my personal information, finish setting up your account by answering a few questions. Well, first let's see what these questions are. It might not be my address and stuff yet, so, oh, already, my birthday. Okay, so I'm going to pause it here, and then just for continuity, I'll probably just skip all the way until we get to the profile, because I don't want to pause it and then start it and then pause it and start it. Just because they ask my birthday and then the next screen doesn't ask anything personal. So I'll just kind of get through it really, really quick here and just let you know what I did along the way. So I'll be right back. Aloha, I'm back. So I entered my name, my address. It had you enter your social security number. It asked me if I was single, how many dependents I had, things like that. And then it said starting your preparing your account, and then it came over to this page right away. So I found it interesting that it asked me if I had any dependents and if I was married, single, and it even said single/dating. So I don't remember any of the other brokerages, M1 Finance or Robinhood or Webull or any of the others that I signed up with, asking me that if I was dating or if I had dependents. I remember them all asking me what my plans were, like it says here, what are your investment goals, how much investing experience do you have? But I thought that was interesting, and I don't have any dependents, I don't have any kids, I've never been married, so so my personal goals, what we are going to say for this one is growth. M1 Finance is a mix of retirement with my Roth IRA, and then the individual account is kind of to make money. So maybe I have a deposit to put down, or to pay off my car, or to put down a deposit for property, a rental property or something like that, a vacation property. I live in Honolulu, so it kind of makes sense. Hawaii is super, super strict with their vacation rentals, and they tax you like crazy to have a vacation rental because we have such a housing shortage. They don't want people just, buying property to rent it out to vacationers. They want the people who actually live here to be able to afford to get into houses, to which I say lower prices on certain things, but anyway, that's a local issue that I won't get into. So how much investing experience do you have? I'm going to put a little bit because I've only been doing it for 15 months or so. So I don't consider myself very experienced, even though my Roth IRA, like I've got gains in all my portfolios, with the exception of the ones that I don't contribute to because I just signed up for the free stocks. By the way, I do have links in the description if you want to sign up and get any of these free stocks, And just before you hit the description, you can also hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up like button as well too. So I don't consider myself very experienced. Maybe 3 years in, 4 years in. I have been through a recession, so I feel like my portfolios have done well. Going through a recession as a new investor. But I feel like there's still a lot more for me to learn about the stock market and investing. So what is your yearly income? So I will pause this and then probably just get to the next screens as fast as possible. So aloha, I am back. So it went through, it automatically had you to link your checking account and then put how much you wanted to deposit. It did not allow you to X out of that and come back to it later. I know that Robinhood and M1 Finance, M1 Finance I don't think so, because M1 Finance wanted a $100 deposit for an individual account right from the get-go and $500 for a retirement account like a Roth IRA. So but Robinhood, I remember, didn't ask for. They allowed you to come back to it. SoFi Invest allowed you to come back to it. Doe Finance, I believe, allowed you to come back to it as well too. I don't remember with Webull if they allowed you to come back to it. I'm pretty sure they did, because Webull gives you the free stock just for signing up. You get the second one when you deposit $100. So, but this public app, you got to put in the information right away. And then it said, okay, the deposit will be made once your account is approved. And it asks you all the regular, typical type questions. Do you have a family member? Are you part of, brokerage, stuff like that? Um, and then it's plaid protected, so you just choose your bank. If your bank is listed there, you enter in your information. That is what I did. I'm assuming that it would just allow you, if your bank isn't listed, if you go through the search and your bank isn't listed because it's not, I guess, one of the top 50 banks or whatever in the US, because public is only for the US. So it said that in the disclosures in the user agreement. I read that while I was waiting for the verification text messages, which took literally, I timed it. It was like four minutes and a few seconds afterwards. It was like almost 4.5 minutes for it to send me a verification text, and I kept hitting it, so it sent me 3 verification texts where you enter in the code to start opening the account. So that was kind of slow. I'm thinking it might have been my internet was kind of slow, because when I did get those verification texts, all 3 of them came in at the same time. So it wasn't staggered. So I don't think it was a public thing. I think it might have just been my internet here on a Saturday morning. So, and I don't even have a lot of stuff going on as far as internet is concerned. I'm just doing this video on my phone. So then it wanted you to set up a feed, and it had all these topics that you could select where they could set up a feed for you. So it really is kind of a simplistic setup, if you will. Not overwhelming you. First time investors, my opinion. You could select Amazon, Apple, cannabis, women in leadership, tech, renewable energy, Nike. These are just trends that they would put in a feed for you that you would follow, that would automatically come up. So let's check out. It says your feed is ready. Let's check it out. See what all this looks like now. Finalize bank link, verify micro deposits to finish linking banking. Today is Saturday, so it's the weekend. I'm assuming this will take 2 business days. Usually takes about 2 or 3 business days for it to come through. Seeing how I'm in Hawaii, it does. I think it takes a little bit longer because of the banking system down here. And I have specific banks that are linked just for my brokerages, because I have, in my opinion, personal information on YouTube following my investment strategies and my investment journey. I have accounts that I send money to from my main account to fund my brokerages, so that my main banking account isn't set up to these brokerages accounts, because it is on YouTube. So that's a little safety thing that I've done for myself. So watch list, it has some stuff already put in here. So let's see if you can edit this. Own the companies you believe in. Welcome to public. So I don't. Whoa, that is just scrolling for a while there. Look at that. Okay, finally stopped at CBS. Okay, so at the beginning here, it doesn't allow you to top movers, show all. So this is based on what I selected everything that they had: renewable energy, Nike, Amazon, Apple, cannabis. I selected all the options that it had right there for you to follow and to put into your feed. And this is kind of cool, I think. These are some other people that are using the public app, I assume, because it does say that it's a social platform as well. We had a good run, everyone. Don't forget that September sell-off is normal. Okay, so that's something that I didn't know, that a September sell-off is normal. So this is nice for first-time investors. And this was posted on Tuesday. This one was posted, I'm assuming, today. Yeah, it's not really telling you, like, it's telling you the day, but it's not really giving you, oh, okay, so there's a date and there's a time that this was actually posted. I don't know if this time is for Hawaii Standard Time or if it's the time zone that this individual is in. When I was putting in my address, it did automatically find my location, and as soon as I put in the digits for my street address, it automatically found the street. And this is kind of scary, it found my apartment number too. So that is some serious location right there that it was able to zero in on my apartment number. Maybe it was just pulling from info that I have on my phone. So here are some people that you can follow. So yeah, this is a mix of social media and investing. And then we click on search. Let's see, search for companies or people. Themes. Okay. Yeah, so this is kind of like the Cash App, I think. without the Cash App doesn't really have social people that you follow along like this, but you can peer-to-peer transfer, and you can invest through the Cash App as well too. I'm just not sure if the Cash App is insured. Earn free stock, copy invite link, invite contacts. Okay, so the normal stuff there. View claim stocks, messages. Okay, so we have a welcome message from them. We can start a conversation, and then verify your bank connection, and it has all these details for me here. Invested in stocks, cash balance, buying power, account details. I won't click on that. Deposit funds, and then watch list. Okay, so it kind of put in because I selected everything, it just put in all these companies into this watch list. So that's what this watch list was at the beginning here. This was just all because I selected everything in those categories at the beginning. It just automatically populated this. So let's see if we can edit this at all. Okay, so it's not allowing me to edit it like this. Maybe you can do it in another area, but let's click on the stock and see what type of information it gives you. So 29 others that are using public, it's showing you that those people are invested in Apple. Okay, so it gives you day, week, month, 6-month, year, 5-year out, past 5 years, past week, Apple has not done well. Gives you good information, people you follow or own or watch this stock, and some subsidiaries. That's kind of cool. Ratings, and then it tells you when their next earnings came up. Click. Okay, so the next one is October 28th. This was the most recent one. Okay, so it's just a calendar. You can't actually click on it to see. And you can see more Apple news. And okay, so this is a little bit like Doe Finance has this as well too, where it shows you the earnings, the value each share was expected to gain versus the value that each share actually gained. So their EPS for quarter 2 2020, the actual you can see here is 65 cents. The EPS was 64 cents, which means that they beat. Let's see if we can click on it like Doe Finance. No, we can't click on it. Okay. And then it gives you the PE ratio, the market cap, things like that. So, Apple is below the 2 trillion mark. Okay, as far as market cap is concerned, valuation. Okay, so yeah, it seems like it leans a little bit more heavy social media on this page, but then you can click on your individual holdings, and it does give you decent information. So right now this video is 18 minutes. This is my longest video to date. Let's click on this right here. What does this show you? Okay, so you click on the little half moon, yesterday's markets, top movers. Can you click on that? S&P 500. So it's showing you Spider's S&P 500 ETF, and the NASDAQ QQQ, Russell 2000, and the Dow. So the stock market is open every weekday, gives you the trading hours, and tells you in 41 hours the stock market will be back open again. Okay, so I gotta hit that to go back. And notifications, let's see what it says. Long-term portfolio, a new way to buy and hold companies you believe in, learn more. Okay, a little bit more information. So, sorry for the really, really long video, but I do appreciate you sticking it out and following through, and I will have another video on Doe Finance here shortly. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I hope you have a great weekend, everybody. Mahalo and aloha.